There are 4 survivors, as you will see. There's a Jake, a Nia, a Cheryl, and a Kate. Which one do you think is toxic? It's exactly who you think it is. So, I skipped all the loading stuff, because who wants to watch Loading Screen Simulator? With my corrupt intervention, I kind of take a look around and see where the gens are. I'll break this wall, there's a window on the right. For later use, perhaps, I don't know. Go towards where I think they may have spawned. I see immediately, oh, an object. Clicky clicky. Like, okay, if you want to, you know, get chased by a spirit, by all means. She leads me right into a hiding Kate, so. And then a Jake there too. You'll notice that they tend to swarm around every time someone gets injured, hooked, whatever. So I keep an eye to see what he does if I'm pretending to face. She's still clicking. I use my power here so that, because I can see the grass moving. And she's pretty predictable. Wait for the window. See her there. Not entirely sure what she was doing. Follow her. And get her down. Within like 60 seconds of this game, she is down. But you know, she is quite persistent with her clicky clicky, as I'll call her. We'll just call her Clicky. See on barbecue that someone's going for the chest that's usually over there. Someone dropped down. He blew up the gen, so I use my face because they probably think that like I'm going for the guy who blew up the gen because they would have heard it too. But I don't. I go for the person on the chest. I know that he's going for the unhook. Use my power. And then the unhook sound throws me off and I lose her trail. She got lucky. But I follow her scratch marks and blood. See the object. I'm not entirely sure why I stopped this gen, but I do. I thought my pop was still up. But it doesn't matter because I find her quickly anyway. And I see the Nia in the corner of my eye. She's right there. I stop, see what she does. Figure there's no point in chasing her. So I go, see if she comes back. Sure enough, she's there. She wants some flashies, man. I go to hit and I hit the corner of the wall there and she hops into a locker. So I'm like, okay, you want beta to DS, whatever. Get out of your system. Sure enough. And then she got blimey too because he should really just make distance, but she doesn't. They get the Kate up, which is good for them. So that makes me know that she's, I don't really know what happened there. Makes me know that she, that they are getting people up very quickly because they're also unhooking quickly. I hear Nia, and despite being injured, she wants to get a flashy. The Jake was obviously, like, there was obviously someone who got the Kate up, and it was the Jake, so I get a slicey on him. Nia is still here. But I pick her up facing the wall. She goes, yeah, tries to blind the side of my head. But you know that doesn't usually work. So the Nia actually has Iron Will, so she would know that I have Strider. Like, you know as a survivor if the person has Strider, because you are louder. And Iron Will, you actually make sound, sorry. I block the window there with my husk, but she goes to the other window. I patrol around the hook a bit. Because, like I said, they're all like almost insta hooks type thing. Like they go as soon as they think it's safe. So I kind of bait it out a bit. And scratch marks and blood are everywhere, so like why would I leave? Go towards the scratch marks. Get Nia again. Her decisive strike might actually still be up. Like if she hadn't baited it out, I go back to hook because yeah. Predictable. I don't bother pursuing because I want to go back for Nia. Oh, I do bother pursuing, I guess. I thought I could get him quick, but I didn't. So then I go back because I want Nia, but they get her up pretty quickly. And they end up getting a full heal off. Which, whatever. Because I'm right there. It's a double heal, so. She stands still to let me injure her again. Does she think her iron will is working? Because it's not. The box there, or the barrel. She gets medium vault. I just follow her more. Pretend I'm going for the Cheryl. Then I'm going for the Nia again. I lose my bearings a little bit, which whatever. Because Iron will still throw a spirit off, even if they have Strider. Like you'll see later, I attack a pallet because I think she's on my side, but she's not. I hear a Jake around here. And people are working on the gen. I pretend I'm going for the object, but I don't. I probably should have just went for a grab here, but... she's running away from the almost finished gen, so instead I go for Kate. I just missed a little bit. She goes back for the pallet, I believe. Yeah, I miss again. She goes back for the pallet. I stand still, see how she reacts to it. I like to see how survivors react. She just jumps in. She's on death hook, and I want to get someone out of the game, so I play like a dick. And also I want to, yeah, bait out the Nia. Yeah, there she is again. Predictable. So I'm kind of phasing to get her, but I don't. I just turn around and pick her up. Because then I can just pop the gen, which was my goal. I want to get the Kate down and then pop the gen, which is why I pursued the Kate, not the Cheryl. She's still doing this for some reason. I go pop the gen. Jake is gonna get the unhook at some point in the near future. Yeah, I can hear footsteps behind me. I don't know how I miss half of these. Get her down, because she's not as good as she thinks she is. Cheryl goes, but I get a grab, which allows Jake to get her, but it also gets me another pop. Nia gets up with the fourth people, which someone chose to be broken against a spirit, but you know, I just phase up to get her back. They touch the gen, so I just pop it again. Chase music ensues, but I have no idea who I'm chasing. Scratch marks on the tree there, but this is an area I can guard with 2 generators, and literally everyone. Slow vault. She runs into something. I kind of forgot that I hooked her because I hooked the Cheryl in between. So I forget that I hooked the Kate. And then I'm eating a DS. Which, fair enough. It wasn't purposeful. You just forget, because there's a lot of chaos going on, to say the least. Yeah. I stay still just to see if she does, and she, like, instantly vaults into me. Like, that wasn't even me trying to fake it. She just vaults right into me. I was just seeing what was going on. Because I like to see how survivors react to it. I hear the Nia, but yeah, the Cheryl definitely has DS. This is the Cheryl, not the Kate. So I know she's gonna go for the Palisade, but I have DS. She's gonna eat the DS anyway. I'm gonna eat the DS anyway, so like, whatever. They just wasted a good pallet. That was a big brain move on my behalf, I think. I hear a crow, but I kind of ignore it. Get rid of this one because Shaq is right there and the shot pallet's still up. Nia is still wanting to get into chase while injured against the spirit. Well, Rhino. Get, who's this? Get someone down. I think this is Kate. Kate down again, which will get her out of the game. If I can find her. I hear the Nia again. Oh, dead hards. I didn't even know she had dead hards the first time she's used it. I'm just going to get Kate because I can't get flashy because Nia's out of the area. And Kate's dead on hook. Look around for my barbecue. I see 2. She's coming immediately and he's coming towards the generators, so I know. bombed again. That was really not smart. I don't really understand what she was trying to do. Because it wasn't a deception. I don't think she had deception. It was just jumping into a locker and jumping out. I really don't get it. So I took a look and no one's on the far gens currently because my barbecue didn't show up. I consider that maybe they're just a bit closer. I listen to see if they have any progress since I have barbecue, and sure enough, she gets off the hook almost instantly. Another 4 people, which I don't get. I wonder if they like were on comms and they just wanted her to be alive because she had the object. She points and wants to play a pallet. I just stand still and wait for my power and see what she does. Keep line of sight. Again, I don't really get why she wants to play the pallet here. I block the pallet with my husk and go around. Slice and dice. She falls to the pallet. Still wants to play the pallet even though it did not work for her the first time. So this is where I talk about, see, I thought she was at the pallet here. On my side, but because Iron Will, it confused me a bit. Gets the blind even though you should just make distance. Like, please, for the love of God, you have windows, you have everything over here, and you just blind. And then she runs into nothing. And I get her down, and wait for it. There it is! Classic survivor moves. Like, it's not even like she played that well. So I guess I just have to finish the game. It was pretty funny, actually, laughing. He was just shaking my head, man. SMH my head. Hear a Jake. See blood. I figure he's kind of camping the pallet. I don't really bother pursuing as much because I don't really care. I wasn't sure someone was working on the gen. Logically, they should work on the far gen, which is what they do. They heal up, which is smart, because they're the only 2 left, but there's only 1 gen left in there, split pretty well. I saw someone. Slow vaults, but I saw him, so. And then I can get him here, I believe. A little early on that. If I would have waited in phase a bit longer, I might have gotten a post-phase lunge. That would have been long enough. I temporarily lose him, but then he fast vaults the window, which just gives me his location. I track him by sound, and I find him. He was the one before the people. I actually haven't cooked this Jake yet, so this is my last stack of barbecue. Cheryl finishes the gen. Good on her. But then I see her coming towards the Jake, which she is on first stick. I see her coming towards him. So I know instantly that, because there's no door there, I know instantly that she's coming for the save, so I just kind of phase over a bit, and there she is. Get her, and she vaults the window, and then she goes to vault this other window first, again. Autopilot, I guess. Like, I didn't even phase. And then, yeah, that's game. I mean, I don't usually bother slugging for the 4K. That's, like, obviously I just put Jake on the hook. But I saw her with barbecue, so. Usually I try and get the last one with barbecue. If they escape. They escape, I do slice her on hook. It's bad manners on my part, but just annoyed with that. Yeah. A little annoyed with her. Like, come on, take your loss with some dignity. And that's just game. Get my quitter bonus, which doesn't even do anything because I already got top brutality. Take a look. She brought a good flashlight. I give her a thumbs down. As if it does anything, which it doesn't, probably. I don't really care. Toxic as F. DC'd when I caught her. LOL. Because, again, it's a game. I don't really care. Yep, she had D-Strike, Iron Will, Dead Hard. Good flashlight with best add-ons, which are just batteries. Take a look, see if anyone's left. It's just the Jake. Fair enough. And I got my 2 Eries in 1 match, so. that's that.